Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Bradley YT and welcome back to another crypto video. So today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum again. So basically we're going to be doing another update video from yesterday's video, and I'm just going to explain what's happening currently with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So what's happening here, all these lines will make sense by the time we get to the higher time frames around the 4-hourly chart and the daily chart. But Bitcoin's doing what I expected it to do and what I said it would do. So in yesterday's video I said that we were in a bearish flag pattern on the 45-minute chart, and if we do break towards the downside, which we did do, it would have been this candle here. So it would have meant that we would come back down to support of $22,800, which we did do. And basically, yeah, so obviously I was right in that prediction. I posted the video around this time here. It was around here-ish. I posted this video in yesterday's video. So basically, yeah, we were in a bearish flag pattern on the 45-minute chart, and obviously we did tick bearish on the RSI, and we dropped out of this bearish flag pattern, and the target was $22,800. I did say that we should try and stay above $22,800, and hopefully we do stay above it, but we did actually drop below it. And basically, this big line here and this big line here are part of a let me just double check. It was, yeah, part of a bullish flag pattern on the 4-hourly chart, but we will get to that in just a second. Before I do start though, it would be very nice if you guys can subscribe and slap a like on this video. This does help the channel massively. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers, so it would be very nice if you are watching this, it would be nice if you do click that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help my channel, and it means that I'll be able to post more videos as well. So I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. But let's just get back into it. So obviously, yes, on the 45-minute chart, we broke out this bearish flag pattern. We hit this support here of $22,800, and the bullish flag pattern on the 4-hourly chart, which are these two here, which I'll get to in just a second, basically meant that we would break down a bit further if we broke to the downside of that bullish flag pattern, which we did do, and our target was around $22,400, which I also mentioned in yesterday's video, and we did hit that to a T. As you can see here, we hit this line here, like what I predicted basically. And we have obviously pumped back towards the upside, so we are now currently trading above $22,800. We are sitting around $23,000 right now, and we are in a bullish flag pattern again. So let's just put this on here. So on the 45-minute chart, we are in a bullish flag pattern for Bitcoin. So between these two levels here, basically. So if I just extend this, then we'll be able to see. So this is a bullish flag pattern here. The pump towards the upside would be this green candle here. So if we do break out of this towards the upside potential would be around $23,800. But obviously the downside potential would be this red candle here, which would mean that if we do break down towards the downside, we should be coming back down to these levels around here of around $22,600. Obviously the RSI is looking okay. The MACD is looking okay. Obviously it's still a bit bearish at the moment, but obviously we are increasing in volume, which is very nice to see. If we head towards the hourly chart, obviously the hourly chart is pretty much the same, but the bullish flag pattern is sitting around up here. So we are close to breaking towards the downside from this, but hopefully we do rebound and sort of trade sideways. But the upside potential from this bullish flag pattern here on the hourly chart would be, so if we do break towards the upside and we do close above the upside of this bullish flag pattern, then we should be getting to around $23,600. If we do break towards the downside, the downside potential will be this red candle here, which is obviously a bit more of a bigger drop towards the downside. So that would mean that we would be breaking down to around $22,500, which would be around these levels here, basically, of where we dropped today. Well, around this morning. When was that? It was around 3 o'clock today. So 3 o'clock this afternoon, we did drop down to around $22,400, and we could potentially break down to that again if we do break out of this. I put it on the wrong thing. It's meant to be there. So if we do break towards the downside, then the downside potential would be around around $22,600. The RSI is looking okay. We are heading towards the downside a little bit, but hopefully we do sort of bounce back up and head back towards the upside. Obviously the volume is increasing as well, so that's nice to see. But hopefully we don't break towards the downside of this bullish flag pattern. If we head towards the 4-hourly chart, so as you can see, these patterns are coming a lot clearer. So basically we were in a bullish flag pattern, but we did drop to the downside. The downside potential was around $22,400, which we did do. So now we obviously have bounced back up, So now this bullish flag pattern is redundant, so I will get rid of this, so it makes it a bit easier to see what's happening right now. So obviously we have pumped towards the upside. We've created a bullish flag pattern on the 4-hourly chart, and basically it's not a confirmed bullish flag pattern just yet. We need to wait for this 4-hourly candle to close, which will be in the next 2 hours and 50 minutes. So basically around midnight, that's when this candle closes, and then that would mean that we are in a confirmed bullish flag pattern for Bitcoin on the 4-hourly chart. So the upside potential for this would be this green candle here, which will be a bigger pump towards the upside. So if we do break out of this and we close above this, then the upside potential would be around $24,000, and then if we obviously break towards the downside, the downside potential would be this red candle here. So obviously we want to be looking at the 4-hourly chart, because obviously the 4-hourly chart is more of an accurate chart to be looking at. It kind of basically determines what's going to happen with Bitcoin. But basically, yeah, so the downside potential, if we do break out this bullish flag pattern here, we should be coming back down to around these levels of around $22,400. So that's what's happening with Bitcoin. The selling pressure is decreasing as well, which is nice to see. So hopefully we start getting some blue candles on the MACD. But yeah, that's obviously what's happened on the 4-hourly chart for Bitcoin. So downside potential, basically short term, is $22,400 if we do break towards the downside from this bullish flag pattern. I shouldn't think that we would, to be honest. I'm hoping that we do pump towards the upside, but we'll see what happens. But if we do break towards the upside potential will be around $24,000. So hopefully we do get back up to around that $24,000 level. If we head towards the 1 daily chart, so on the daily chart, we are still in a bullish flag pattern, I would say, which is between this level and this level. So it's quite a big bullish flag pattern, but if we do break towards the upside of this, then obviously we should be going, pumping way higher towards the upside. I've just deleted that line, I need that. So if we put that there, put this towards the top of the bullish flag pattern here on the daily chart, which means that we should be breaking through the resistance level of $26,200 and hopefully getting up to the levels of around $26,500. So that is the upside potential on the daily chart. Obviously, if we do break towards the downside, which is still possible, then if we do break towards the downside of this bullish flag pattern on the daily chart, then we should be coming back down to the support level of $21,400. So that's obviously if we do break towards the downside on the daily chart, basically. But as you can see on the daily, the volume is still increasing on the MACD, and the RSI is looking absolutely fine. So as long as we trade sideways in this and then hopefully head back towards the upside, so obviously if the 4-hourly chart does tick bullish, then we should be heading back up towards the upside around the $24,000 level, which would be very nice to see again. So if we head towards Ethereum, Ethereum's done the same thing basically. So what I have said is that obviously if we do break below this bullish flag pattern here, so basically this line here and this line here of the resistance is the top of the flag pattern here. So this is the bullish flag pattern, so you've got the big green candle trading sideways, bullish flag pattern, and the downside potential was to break down to around $1,500, and then I did say that we could come down to retest support level of $1,500. So $1,530 was the target if we drop towards the downside, but then I did say if we do come down to we should probably come down to support of around $1,513. And then basically after that we then created a bearish flag pattern here, and then we've basically in that meantime broken out towards the upside, and we are now sitting in a bullish flag pattern again. But as you can see from my video from a few days ago, basically I drew these lines, so obviously we got rejected up here. I said we probably would be coming back down to support, which we did do. I'm becoming quite good at these predictions basically. I seem to be right most of the time, which is quite nice. It's quite nice to see. So yeah, I said we should come down to support here and hopefully head back towards the upside to try and retest the $1,600 level for Ethereum, which we are about to do. So obviously if we zoom in here, then as you can see, we are in a bullish flag pattern on the 45-minute chart. So this is the bullish flag pattern here. If we do break towards the upside, then it would mean that we will break through that barrier of, so that resistance of $1,618, and then we should hopefully be coming up to around $1,650. So the resistance is $1,618 to break through. If we do break through this, then we should be coming up to around $1,650 for Ethereum on the 45-minute chart. So that's only if we do break towards the upside of that bullish flag pattern, but we could possibly break towards the downside. So if we break towards the downside, the downside potential would be this red candle here. So if we do break to the downside of this bullish flag pattern on the 45-minute chart, then the downside potential would be to around $1,547, and then potentially come down to around this level back here of around 1,529, and then possibly if we do keep on getting more selling pressure, then we could come back down to support of $1,513. But in my opinion, I'm hoping that we do carry on being bullish, and we do head towards the upside and break this resistance level here of $1,618, because we haven't actually managed to do that yet. We tried to retest here. This is why when we got retested and then rejected, I basically said that we will probably be coming back down to support down here, and then we should head towards the upside. Obviously these lines have been here since a few videos ago, and you can go and check for yourself. I basically predicted that this would happen, and it has happened. So yeah, obviously I'm right probably 65% of the time, 70% of the time. But if we head towards the hourly chart, if we look at the hourly, as you can see here, we are still in a bullish flag pattern. It's pretty much the same level as the 45-minute chart. So let's just move these levels here. So if we do break towards the upside potential will be a little bit bigger on the 1 hourly chart. So let's just get rid of this one here. And then basically the upside potential, if we do break out of this, would be up to around $1,645. If we do break towards the downside potential will be this red candle here, which might be a bit further down towards the downside. So if we do break below this bullish flag pattern here on the hourly chart, then we should be coming back down to around $1,540 in the initial selling period, and then obviously more people might try and sell, and people will start placing shorts. Then we could possibly be coming back down to support of $1,513. The RSI is looking fine, the MACD is looking fine. As you can see, the volume is steadily increasing. So I'm hoping that we do eventually break towards the upside from this bullish flag pattern here, and then break up to around $1,645 for Ethereum. If we head towards the 4 hourly chart, we can obviously shift these around a little bit, but basically once this candle closes in the next 2.5 hours, so basically around midnight, once the new 4 hourly candle closes, this would be a confirmed bullish flag pattern here. So basically the upside potential for this will be significantly I can't even say it, but it will be way bigger than the 4 hourly chart. I can't believe I tried to say that and I couldn't even say it. But anyway, I hope you had a nice little laugh at that. But basically, if we do break towards the upside of this bullish flag pattern here on the 4 hourly chart, then we should be breaking towards the upside here and retesting my prediction back up here. So hopefully we should be coming up to around $1,681 for Ethereum. And yeah, hopefully break through this resistance and stay above and make it obviously a support level. But if we do break towards the upside from this bullish flag pattern here, and then we come up to around $1,681, we may get a bit higher. But as you can see, what I've drawn here is that we should be coming up to around these levels here of around $1,700, and I probably would expect for us to come down and try and find support somewhere, and then sort of continue back towards the upside. But a long-term sort of prediction is that we need to get up to around $1,900. But I will show you what I mean by that in just a second when we get to the daily chart. But yeah, the 4 hourly chart's looking fine. We have actually just ticked bullish. This is why we have had this big green candle here. So we ticked bullish on the RSI. The volume is decreasing for the selling pressure, which is nice. We are starting to get some buying pressure. This is why we obviously tick bullish, and we now pump towards the upside. So I expect Ethereum to very quickly retest this resistance level here of $1,620. If we head towards the daily chart, if we look at the daily, we are still in a bullish flag pattern for Ethereum. This is why I've got the prediction of $1,900, because as you can see here, we've obviously increasingly, so we basically be coming up as soon as we broke out this triple bottom pattern here and broke this neckline, we've constantly just been pumping towards the upside. We come up, created a bullish flag, pumped towards the upside, and now we've created another bullish flag on the daily chart. So it's a matter of time before we break through this, and if we do break through this, the prediction for this will be this candle here, and if we do break towards the upside from this bullish flag, the target is around $1,900 for Ethereum, which would be absolutely amazing. It's just been pumping towards the upside since we broke that neckline. Obviously, the triple bottom pattern on the daily chart is a very bullish movement as well. This is why, so I predicted it back here when we created a double bottom pattern, but we got rejected. And then I said that basically we should come down to support and hopefully create a triple bottom pattern, which we did do. So I'm very happy that I did predict that that was going to happen. As you can see on the MACD as well, the volume is very steadily increasing as well. I'm not really sure what's happened there. I seem to combine the two. I don't know what's happened there. Yeah. Anyway, so on the daily chart, so basically, yeah, if we do break towards the upside from the daily chart, we will be breaking towards the upside and reaching around $1,900. If we break towards the downside, the downside potential would be this little red candle here, which would mean that we'll be coming back down to support of around $1,400. But in my opinion, I feel like we should be breaking towards the upside. So the next target for Ethereum is $1,900, and I'm calling it now before anyone else. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you go and check out my Twitter. It's CryptoBradleyYT. It's the exact same as my YouTube banner, and I'll see you on Twitter as well. And I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a nice rest of the day. Make sure you slap that like button and make sure you do subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one tomorrow. Peace.